Hello, my friends, and welcome to Cathy Chat. I absolutely love being able to share what my friends do, how they do it, and the techniques that they have used to absolutely explode their social media platforms. Today, we have a superstar who is actually going to share some of these amazing techniques with each and every one of us. Welcome to Cathy Chat, Jean Crasta. How are you?
Kathy, I'm doing fabulous, fantabulous. And
Yeah.
thanks for having me on Kathy Chat.
Fantabulous is one of my favorite words in the entire world. Yeah,
Awesome.
if there's anyone who doesn't know you, why don't you give us a little bit of background about Jean? Where are you from? How did we find each other? Whatever you'd like to say.
Awesome, awesome. Well, as you know, my name is Jean Crasta, and I spent about 23 years in the financial services industry, making millions of dollars in sales for my company. But I was really passionate about, listening to your inner voice, and I was actually scared of listening to it. As push comes to shove, as many of us realize that circumstances change and make you want to listen to what's your purpose and who you truly are to your community. That was my journey, my friends, and I have manifested that today with my company, which is changeyourOutcomes.com, where you learn to change one small outcome at a time. Now, as I was venturing into entrepreneurship, I was very, very fortunate to actually be a part of H&P as they were in their second year of launching. And then I signed up to be a co-host and show my leadership skills. But one of the advantages of being a co-host is to meet actually fabulous people in the leadership community. And Kathy Weaver is one of them. Kathy Weaver is someone you'll especially love because she actually puts the pedal to the metal and shows you how you can leverage your social media as you launch your entrepreneurship journey. Kathy, over to you.
Oh my gosh, that is the kindest thing ever. Thank you so much. HNP that Jean is referring to, if there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of it yet, happyneighborhoodproject.com is where you can find superstars just like Jean. And it is about 66 or so weekly networking events. And guess what, my friends? They are all free. I got to meet Jean in the happy neighborhood, and with her being a co-host now, which for HNP friends we call servant leadership, she is part of the Canada Women event. So if you're ever available for Canada Women in the Happy Neighborhood Project, just click on the link, register, and your Zoom link comes in your email. And how are you loving being a co-host now? Because I can tell servant leadership is one of your strong suits.
I love being a co-host because that was one of my promise through the John Maxwell team. I'm a certified coach at the John Maxwell team. And through that, I had made a commitment to actually reach out to entrepreneurs in COVID. And H&P is my intention in action. And when I got to that virtually without stepping out of the house during the COVID phase, to encourage women entrepreneurs to step out and be louder in their voice, in their dream, and to facilitate a platform where they can do more, be more, and have more, and build their trust, their recognition. I couldn't have asked for more. So at Canada Women, we meet every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern to share business cards with each other virtually and to talk about your business and see how you can collaborate with the others.
That is such a wonderful platform, honestly. And I think it's one of those things I have found in a lot of my networking over the years. Ladies just network differently than gentlemen. And to be able to have that sisterhood, that camaraderie, that fellowship, especially with your dynamic leadership team, is such it's a wonderful way to grow community and certainly to share and fellowship. It's beautiful. And you do a great job of leading with your other co-host team.
Thank you, Kathy. We are a team of great co hosts, very committed and very enthusiastic.
Absolutely. Now, tell us where you're from. Where are you located? How can people reach you? Tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay, interesting. I was born and brought up in India, Mumbai, and I moved with two toddlers in tow and my husband about 14 years ago to this great white north in Toronto, Canada. And as much as I love my home country, it was just the space that was calling me. The desire to have space and more sort of a more meaningful life and get away from the rush of it all. Which, if you've been to New York or Bombay and you know that the city never sleeps, you know what rush means. So, cut a long story short, after a career in banking, I realized that I really had to spread the message of people listening to how they're thinking so that they can change their outcomes. Often we decide that we want something, we make a big noise about it, but we are also at the same time complaining about how it's not right, how it's not just. And guess what? We end up seeing the same thing over and over. We sort of create what we are seeing on a daily basis. And my mission is just to bring that awareness into people. It's how you're thinking. What you're saying is not different because it matches your thoughts. So you change your thoughts and you change what you see as your outcome in your life. That's a little bit about me, Kathy. And I think being having the Indian roots, I was very blessed to actually have a sort of a meditative background, and I enjoyed yoga. And so this is all a culmination of sorts with the Change Your Outcome programs. Did I answer your question?
It does, absolutely. And that was my next thought, is how did changeyourOutcomes.com actually come to be? Where did you decide that you could help others as you have also been blessed?
Well, when I realized that it was not about certifications, because after you graduate and you do your postgraduate, I have my postgraduate master's in marketing from back home. And then when I was encouraged to come here and study, I said I have to do what calls to my heart. And I joined the John Maxwell team in leadership to understand what leadership is all about, servant leadership. And I still realize that you cannot lead till you know authentically what you want to communicate and what your voice is telling you inside of you. Each of us has a different lens of looking at the world, and we will understand that lens when we know our map of values, what we value, our map of our strengths, using something like Clifton strengths, and our behavioral lifestyle, how we come across in public. We might be having the fabulous strengths, but if we have a tendency of coming across in public in a certain way, we want to honor that. And that's the disc behavioral style. Once you know these three things, it's not a long journey, trust me. Once you know these three things, you really have your inward map. So you actually avoid things like shiny object syndrome and no time, because you know what you value and you know what your inward map is. So you tend to walk in that line. And let me tell you, my friends, a little bit of our values. I discovered in my career that if the items that I valued, if the qualities that I valued weren't present, I was sabotaging myself again and again because I wasn't growing. And I didn't want to grow because it wasn't in line with my values. So this is something I encourage you all as a takeaway from, Kathy chat today. Take some time and look at your values. Look at how your inward map is, because that's going to place you firmly and strongly in your entrepreneurial path.
Now, if you are such an incredible master networker, because I see you all over the happy neighborhood, how do you find your clients? Is it networking in person in Canada? Is it on Happy Neighborhood Project? Where are the platforms that you go to actually find the people that you can help?
My clients are actually through friends and family. My clients are through friends who I've known from the past. They're through family who have known recently as I changed my as I moved to my entrepreneurial venture. And now it's through Happy Neighborhood Project, believe it or not, with the number of one on one chats that I have available to utilize with the entrepreneurs. I am building my network of change your outcome tribe. I'm building my change of outcome tribe one day at a time. Does that answer your question?
Absolutely. And that's for those of you listening on podcast, the way to reach this amazing lady, connect with her at Jean at, okay, Jean, Jean at changeyourOutcomes.com. And that's the best way to reach Jean. So actually, you'll be able to learn about some of the things she's mentioned, from the happy neighborhood to her platform. And then you mentioned earlier about posting parties. And you have been very awesome to attend several of the posting parties that we offer to the co-host family within the happy neighborhood. Tell us a little bit about that and what the posting parties have actually meant for you.
All right, Kathy. Now look at this. Now, as an entrepreneur, we always have a background noise going on that we have to post. We have to, leverage our we have to make ourselves visible on social media, right? So, all of your entrepreneurs will agree with me that you have this background noise, whether it is on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Now, at HNP posting parties that is available to the co-hosts, that's one of the perks of being a co-host. You get to attend the HNP Happy Neighborhood Project posting party for free. So let me give you an example. So my LinkedIn posts, and we actually work more on LinkedIn because that is our official professional social media, networking platform. Now, before the posting party, when I would post, I had on an average maybe 60, maybe 100 posts if I was lucky, 60, maybe 30. And this despite having a coach who showed me the importance of having your post being seen, and we discussing different strategies, maybe video, maybe notes. I would still get about 60. I was lucky if I got 100 views, right? Now, with a posting party, with the leverage of several co hosts around you, my views with the posting party have actually been in the range of 300, 600, 900, and some posts even without a posting party because of the algorithm of the social media platform, which is LinkedIn now starts viewing me as somebody whose posts are viewed and recognized, so it starts pushing me up. Even without the posting party, my posts have gotten like 1,300 likes, right, and views. This for a budding entrepreneur who doesn't know much about any social media. Now, face it, would I rather post in the silence of my brain and my mind at a time convenient to me where I still get 60 views? Or would I take the time to come to a posting party, utilize the same time, actually lesser, and get almost 10 times the views? So, Kathy, my friend, posting party with H&P is actually a leverage tool, believe it or not. In that same 1 hour, I actually create a post. 9 out of 10 times when I attended the H&P posting parties, and I didn't even attend 10, I probably have attended about 6 or 7. I, d- I didn't even have my posts ready. So the 1 hour that the posting party is designed and that you facilitate actually helps me create my post it, and then just watch the views roll in and the comments roll in. So it is a give network wherein you give something and you get something, and that precisely is the H&P posting party. It's that 1 hour you get to create your post and post your post, and you get to make it visible to almost 10 times your usual crowd. How's that for leverage for the time of a busy entrepreneur? Over to you, Kathy.
That is such a great idea. I attended my first posting party at the beginning of 2021. Actually, didn't know what one was. I literally attended just because I didn't know what one was. So I sat back and watched. And then all of a sudden I got into it. The momentum is very powerful. And then I watched what happened and I saw and heard the testimonials of the people on the call. So I thought, I got to figure this out. And then soon after January, I found the Happy Neighborhood Project. So then I started attending those in February. And then in March, we were actually able to launch Midwest Ladies because there wasn't a Midwest Ladies group yet. So March 17th is actually our anniversary party. So we're super excited about that. And then with that came the posting parties within the Happy Neighborhood Project. And I am telling you what, I agree with you 1,000,000%. Going from a few posts, a few views, a few comments, and all of a sudden to be on the platform that LinkedIn recognizes is amazing. And it's all because, just like you said, Jean, all the algorithm, the organic traffic is phenomenal.
Kathy, may I say something here?
Sure.
I have to say that you make it easy. I consider myself tech savvy. And so I would just focus on posting and actually not say much in the posting party. But hearing you spend the time coaching every newcomer, doesn't matter what they know. I've seen you and your team of Philomena be so patient with every newcomer. And the tips and tricks that you say, you reiterate every time, even though you know it, they just sink into your head. So my reach, just because of being there and sort of subconsciously taking in everything that you say every time, has helped the reach. So I thank you for being such a patient coach on LinkedIn and answering every question. No question is a dumb question in
Mm-mm.
Kathy's world. So thank you for leveraging your experience with the co-hosts and actually increasing our social media network.
Oh, that's very kind of you. It's wonderful to be a part of this family and to meet people like you honestly has been a blessing times a million. Your support, your encouraging words, the fact that you've got such an enormous reach and influence with the ladies that you work with in your Happy Neighborhood Project Canada Women. I watch, and I every time I get to attend your events, I watch the dynamic, and you are all over that screen from a standpoint of making the newcomers feel welcome. And I seriously am thrilled for the growth of your group.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. We love our group and we hope that more and more women find it. So we're busy posting and getting more women to share their message.
That's beautiful. I wanted to ask you one more thing before we go. Is there anything that we haven't discussed yet that you would like our viewers to know about you, the Happy Neighborhood, changeyoutcomes.com? Is there anything we haven't talked about yet that you think you'd like to add to this video?
I'd invite my viewers to think about the fact that to think about the fact that they are creating everything that happens in their lives. As bold and as brash that it may sound, look at your life and see that what's happening in your life is, it matches your thoughts, right? So if you take the time to imagine, and imagination is the word for 2022 with Happy Neighborhood Project as well. When they are imagining bigger, better, and broader results, I want you to use the same tool for yourself and spend some time in imagining what would your success be like. If you don't spend this time in imagining, forget the work first. First imagine, create it in your mind. You will find steps popping up that actually match what you have imagined, right? For me, it was being in front of women entrepreneurs, facilitating a platform that helps their message grow and at the same time speaks to my work. And then, of course, meeting Cathy through posting party and actually leveraging my post. So these are some of my outcomes. You can thank yourself because of your imagination that you're going to create outcomes that you like. So, in line with Happy Neighborhood Project, I would say utilize your imagination. And if you want tools that will help you utilize your imagination, I'm going to post a link. If you write to me at Jean at changeyoutcomes.com, I'm going to send you a tool which I call Uber Delivery, where you will create deliveries of outcomes that you like in your life. How's that, Kathy?
That is very generous of you. My goodness. So, again, friends, thank you for joining us today on Cathy Chat. And if you would like to connect even on a deeper level with the one and only Jean Crasta, reach her at Jean at changeyoutcomes.com. And now you've got a special gift waiting for you. So hopefully everyone will be able to do that. Thank you, my friend, for being on Cathy Chat today.
Kathy, thank you for being such a wonderful person and for everything that you do at the Happy Neighborhood Project. So much.
Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Be happy.
Bye now. Stay happy.